Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Hey, for those of you that's been with me, hit that like. Never stop hitting that like. If you're new, hit the like, subscribe, and that notification bell, and come join this family known as Stock Up. All right. So we got a lot to get to today. Just follow that prompter below, if you would please. Thank you. So we got a lot going on. Let's get right into it. Dow rallies 400 points to start the week out on hopes that Trump is softening tariff stance. Okay, so he put out a message. He put out I don't know if it was a tweet or if it was on Truth Social. And then now it looks like there's some negotiating room. And I will tell you guys that if you are thinking to yourself, man, he's on, he's off, he's hot, he's cold, just make money off of that. What I mean is when he makes a dovish, meaning soft statement, like the one he made over the weekend, then that's a sign. That's when you kind of cool off. And then when he makes a hawkish statement like, we're just going to nail them to the wall, we're going to double up on the tariffs, and then the market goes down, that's actually the time to buy. So instead of going crazy with it, make money from it is what I'm saying. And so that's what I'm doing. So when the tariff talks ramp up and the market goes down, I go in. And then when he cools off, then I'm cool. I'm chilling. Like on days like today, I'm not buying a lot. I'm going to share with you guys what I'm buying. I'm actually going to share with you guys some of the stuff I'm talking about in Money Moves, right? So let's just keep this going. Right. So you could see different, different topics, different storylines. Talk about different things that lead to the same thing. This stock market. Stock market today. Dow and S&P 500 jumps. Look at that. Amidst hopes Trump will soften next tariff blow. Okay. And as you know, it's been one blow after another. It's been like a rope-a-dope. 1 minute up, 1 minute down. You know that old song, Is You Is or Is You Ain't My Baby. Let's look at the NASDAQ. So we can see the NASDAQ is up 2.21%. For those of you that know how indices work, that's a lot, okay? It's not an individual stock. We're talking about tech, all of tech in one ETF, all right? In one fund, right? So we got the NASDAQ, which is the same as QQQ. Remember, guys, I showed you guys this that don't know. A lot of you guys know what I know. But for those of you that don't know, QQQ is the way to buy the NASDAQ, right? And so you could see that it is up. You see that? NASDAQ, QQQ, it's up, right? And so we could see that they kind of go in lockstep. Now, this won't refresh, but it is more like the other one, right? Let's go here, right? We could see QQQ here, 490 is the price, right? And we could see this is what we were talking about the other day, right? We still got the 200-day moving average. Remember, I was talking about how I buy QQQ when it touches or it's beneath the 200-day, right? And you could see I'm on the daily. You could see we had huge red candles and it was looking scary. But while it was looking scary, I was actually buying heavier here than I was here. So when it went down further, I actually bought heavier here, saving some cash. Now we have some green candles, and then we popping right back up almost to where what? We're touching the 200-day moving average again. All right. So let's just go out to the weekly. Let's go out to the weekly. I'm sorry, good people, right there in front of me. All right, so let's go out to the weekly and we can clearly see that again. Larry, you keep showing this because this is the way you get wealthy, good people. Right here, it's the simple stuff. It's not just the hot options, it's the simple stuff, okay? So these are days. We're going all the way back. Look at that, Monday the 30th, October of 23. You see here, touch. If you'd have bought here, you'd have done good, right? And then it touched again. But realize, good people, from that touch to this touch is 22% on the Qs, right? That's massive, right? So that's what I want you guys to concentrate on in times like this. I've been talking about this one in Money Moves, and this is Tom Lee's ETF, Fun Strat Granny Shots. I know it's a crazy name. I like Tom Lee. I like the way that he thinks. And this is up 2.8%, almost 3% up. So I added this to my funds. I added this to my ETF portfolio, okay? And it's doing well. As a matter of fact, these are the things that we talk about in Money Moves. It's not just the hot stock. It's not just the hot options, but we are making some long-term generational wealth moves, right? So look at this. I posted this in Money Moves. We got in this when it was down flat. It was all red. So you can see I got VUG, VTI, QQQ, and Granny, all right, which is Fundstrat. The one at the bottom is the same as this. There we go. Sorry about that. So that's Fundstrat, right? You see GRNY. It's large cap. And you could see today it's up. I snapped this when it was up by 2.25%. But as you can clearly see right now, it's up 2.82%. Follow? And so you could see on days like this, I just been dumping cash in these. We know that QQQ was negative. It was in correction territory, down by 14%, right? And we know the overall stock market, VTI, was down, and Fundstrat was down. But in one day, 34, just 1.5%. For me, is $3,400, okay? And you can see where the total is, right? Now, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter how much money it is in there, all right, to a degree. I want you guys to look at, I don't care if you put $10 or $100 into each. I want you to look at the percentage, right? And everybody's money is different. And I don't want you to concentrate on, yeah, but I don't have as much money as that. There are people that have 1,000x what I have, right? I don't have as much money as they have. But I want you to pay attention to the percentage. The percentage is what I want you to pay attention to, right? All right, so let's keep it moving. What else has happened? We have PCE coming, okay? Look at this. Stock index futures soar on tariff optimism. U.S. PCE inflation data awaits. And the PCE is what the Fed really likes to look at, okay? Now, I had it highlighted, of course. All right, so then we had on Friday, the Chicago Fed was talking, all right, on Friday. And he's saying that the market is still strong, the economy is still strong, which I believe it is. He was talking on Friday, Chicago's Fed, right? And but he's now no longer the Fed, but he talks a lot. I think he's a smart guy. And so we got to watch out for PCE, which is this week, right? So that is what the Fed really uses to gauge if he's going to lower interest rates or not. So those numbers are coming out this week. We want to keep an eye out for what those PCE numbers are, right, on inflation. All right. And then I think we have PMI. So we got a lot of data coming out. Manufacturing. And that, I believe, is out today. But the PCE coming this week is the most crucial indicator or inflation data that's going to come out this week. Now, what I'm going to say is I'm not to the point where I'm going to shave. Hey, Larry, it's all good. We can go ahead and shave the bear market beard. Not just yet, right? Not just yet, good people. Let's just slow up a little bit. We got one green day. Let me cut in and just say this. If you want to join us, it's called Money Moves, and it will be the top link below. All right? It's your boy, and it's all of my plays. But I will tell you, we're not giving hot options every day. Not yet. We will be. But I'm going to take you guys on the journey with me as we learn together. Meanwhile, I still give my bonus plays. All right? We did nibble on, look at that. That it was today. We nibbled on this today, and we did this call option on today. So yes, I literally help you pay for the less than $1 a day and I'm teaching you guys, bringing you guys along with me with the real money moves. Okay, so let's look at crypto. What's happening with crypto? We can see Bitcoin back up to 88K. Now, here's what I want to tell you about crypto and stocks. I want you not to be overzealous, right? I don't want you to think everything all clear, bull market, bull market. No, as a matter of fact, I am simply dipping my toes into the water and DCAing. Plays like this, all right? I'm going to share with you what I'm sharing in my money moves. These are some of the ones I'm dollar cost averaging in on the daily, okay? Every trading day. So I got it set in my app to buy these a certain amount every day. You could see to the right what they're up for today. Tesla up 9%, Palantir 5%, Snow up 3%. And then here's some more that I'm buying. And I'll just have these buying what? Daily. Look at that. You could see TQQQ 5%, Meta 2%, Amazon 3%. So I have them on daily buys. Larry, why don't you just go all the way in? Because there could be one tweet or he could just say one thing and everything goes negative again. So I am not saying the coast is clear, bye, just yet. Remember, he's calling April 2nd, right? Freedom Day. Freedom. But if the tariff talks fall apart again, the market will go down. Now, at some point, you get punch drunk. And for those of you that don't really know what punch drunk is, I'm going to explain that when I go through a little more crypto, right? So you can see for the hour, we got a lot of green happening, right? And then for the day, we have a lot of green happening. One of the things I do see that's coming up, that's happening, the altcoins are waking up, right? But some of the meme coins are really waking up now. I'm not telling you guys to run out and start buying meme coins, but they are starting to, let's get that to work. They are starting to wake up. The memes are. As you could see, look at this. Last 24-hour Doge is up 10%. You can see that. Pepe is up. Look at that. Floki, Bonk, all of those are up. They're all up today, good people. And, sometimes it's a sign that it's bottomed out. You can see Bonk is up 9%. You can see Pepe is up 13%. And I still have some of both of these, Pepe and Bonk, and they're going up today. And so that's what I want you guys to keep your eyes on. Not the meme coins. I just had to bring those up. But we just have to keep our eye on what's going on with the overall market. Let's look at the fear and greed index. We could see now that we are moving up. Remember, this was going towards extreme fear. Now we're moving back up towards neutral. You could see that, right? And so yesterday we were fear. Last week we were fear. Last month we were neutral. So we're moving back up to neutral, good people. And we've been over this. We're not going to talk about it anymore, right? So I'm going to leave it right there, good people. But before I leave it right there, I'm just going to talk about the market being punch drunk. And that is when, now this is going to sound surprising to some of you guys. I grew up on the west side of Chicago, gang-infested neighborhood, right? And I was the enforcer for my family, right? And so somebody had to enforce. So you walk up to the biggest guy, my one brother, Rodney Jones. He was always writing checks he couldn't cash with his mouth, right? So now here comes a gang to beat him up, right? And so, I was rough back in the day. So I would go to the biggest guy, walk through the crowd, go to the biggest guy, and just wham! And then they would all woof right down on me, right? And then you just hit the biggest guy and pray that you survive. It was do or die back in the day, good people. But they would start hitting me in the back, and at some point, some of you MMA fighters, you know what I'm talking about, especially when you're young. Not now. Couldn't take that now. But when I was young, you become numb. And the blows hurt less and less the more they're given to you, right? Sorry to go through all of this, but I want you to understand That's what the market is doing. It becomes numb after a while. The bad news keeps coming, and the market is already numb. The market's like, been there, done that. What's next, right? And it always bottoms out before this is over. So I'm going to tell you again, the market will bottom out before the tariff war is over. And at some point, you should have bought. You have to decide when that is. Me, when the S&P is in negative 10% territory correction, and when QQQ and the NASDAQ is negative 14%, that's simply an entry point for me to start buying, okay? You let me know about you if you've been doing any buying, and if you've been buying, what you've been buying. Hey guys, today it's all about Monday moves, money moves. This is Money Moves Monday. That's my stock crypto club, and I want everybody in Money Moves to make bank. Now, it's like I said, it's not 15 hot option plays a day. It's just not all about that right now. I'm taking my time with people want to take their time. It's clean, it's clear, and we're going to continue to make money. All right. So as soon as I finish this, we're going to talk about stop losses. So I'm going to make another video for Monday Money Moves, and I'm going to be talking more about stop losses, and then we're going to get back. Now it's time to get back into the candles. Okay, good people? So we can learn and earn together. Hopefully this has been a blessing to you as you guys bless me with your presence. We love you guys. Live, love, laugh, and learn.